Hello, hello. Today I've got Double Vision by Christinette, which is very exciting because I normally don't get to do Christinette puzzles on the channel because they're just too hard. But this one was recommended and it's only 3 stars on Logic Masters Germany, although it only has 20 something solves. Let's just check real quick. It's got eight. Oh, eight? That can't be right. There are more than that on Logic Masters. So this must be a new link or something. Anyway, there are about 20 some solves and which is a little low for a 3-star puzzle, especially by someone as renowned as Christinette. So anyway, let's give it a shot. We've got chaos construction rules. So we've got 2 different grids. And so these grids are not going to necessarily have the same digits or the same regions. I'll talk about the regions in a second, but it's a twin grid. I think the arrow clues relate them somehow, but I've got to read the rules. So chaos construction sudoku. Divide each grid into regions. So each consisting of 6 orthogonally connected cells, and fill each row, column, and region with the digits 1 to 6 once each. So I might, I'm probably gonna use color. So I might color these 6 cells 1 region, right? This might be a region, right? So we're gonna have these orthogonally connected groups of cells that make 6-cell regions. Oops, I did orange twice. Let's make that purple. We'll make this, whoops, we'll make this one green. So this could be 6 regions here. And then each one is gonna have the digits 1 to 6, something like this. And then in each row and column, we're also gonna have the digits 1 to 6. So it's 6 by 6 Latin square with chaos construction regions. But what's in the double cell, the regions are not necessarily the same. So the region here might be, yellow might go like this instead, and this could be blue, and this could be red, right? You get the idea. So the regions can be different. And arrows, so all these arrows. A digit in a clued cell indicates the number of cells seen in the same region as the clued cell in the indicated directions combined, including itself. Region borders block vision. For each clued cell, the digit is the same in both grids. Okay, so these digits are the same, but these are not, because these don't have arrows. They're not necessarily the same. The count is exact in one of the grids. Oh, and off by 1 in the other grid. Okay, I see. So let me just read that again, make sure I understand the rule. A digit in a clued cell indicates the number of cells seen in the same region as the clued cell, right? So let's say that these cells were all in a region. So let's say I forget what color I used here. Let's say the blue region looked like this. Well then, yeah, this might work. I was gonna say you can't do it with all of these, but you maybe can just barely do it. So what this arrow clue is telling us is look at all of the cells that these arrows see, including itself. So what cells it sees itself? The left arrow sees over here, and the diagonal arrow sees down here. So these 3 cells would all be seen. So in theory, this could be a 3. But it could also be a 2 or a 4. Right? So in one of the grids, it's going to be off by 1. I need to think through what that means so clearly the regions can't be the same. The regions that an arrow sees can't be the same between the grids. Oh, no. Yeah, because the digit's the same, right? So if this is 3, whoops, and that means it's correct, right? Because it has the right number of cells that it sees in the region. Then this is also a 3 because the digits and arrows are the same. So right, these 2 digits are the same, these 2 digits are the same, these 2 digits are the same, etc. But this 3, since this 3 is correct, this 3 is off by 1. And it couldn't be 4. So what that would mean is 2 of these cells are in the same region. Of course, it's always in the same region as itself. So either this is in the same region or this is. In fact, we'd know it's this one. Well, it's not worth going to logic because it's not a real deduction. But But yeah, so that is how I think it works. And let's give it a shot. So it seems worth putting in the cells. Well, the problem is the off by one thing. So this cell could be a 4, for example. Because, I mean, the most it can see is 3 different cells. But I could put a 4 here that sees 3 different cells. And that would be fine. Oh, but the other one would have to be correct. Okay. So these are max 3. Because in theory, one of these could be a 4. Because it would be off by 1. But these digits are the same. Right? And so if one's 4, the other is 4. And one of those 4s is correct. If it were a 4, which it cannot be. Okay. So interestingly, okay. If these are both 1, then one of the regions is 1. It only contains itself and doesn't see these. I guess a rule I should talk about that I overlooked is if a region looks something like this, then this cell would be a 1, or I suppose a 2, if it's off by 1. Because even though this looks at all 3 of these cells that are not part of the region block vision. So this would be a 1 effectively here, because of this vision blocking, not 2. I mean, it could be 2 in an off by 1 sense, but it can't be a correct 2. Anyway, so these digits, if they're 1, one of them is correctly a 1, meaning this is in the region and this is not. And the other one is a 2, meaning this is in the region, this is in the region, and this is not. And if it's a 2, obviously one of the 2s is correct. And so whichever 2 is correct sees these are in the same region. And if it's a 3, one of them, I mean, if it's a 3, we actually get a lot, because one of the regions is going to be this triangle, because all 3 of those ought to be in the region. These 3 cells need to be in some region, and they kind of have to get out, so they all have to join this region to get out, and that's our 6. So one of the regions would look like that, but the other one, which has a 3 here, would really only see 2 digits, and so the region would be those. So either way, one of these squares has 2 cells, has these 2 cells showing a region. I'm not going to mark that. There's going to be tons of stuff like that. But let's put some pencil markings in. Yeah, there's a ton of 1, 2, 3 in this corner. This could be up to 4. These could be huge. This could only be 3. These could only be 3. I'm just going to do it in one grid, and I'll transfer over once I've thought about it, because there's no way to know which grid is which. So at some point I'm going to have to make an arbitrary decision about how to divide the grids. But I mean, even if I didn't have to do that, for now, I'm just going to look at this because the clues are exactly the same. So let's think about all these 1, 2, 3s. I mean, certainly we can't have all 3 of these in a region, because that's going to do this. So neither of these can be a true 3. And now we get a 1, 2 pair. So this is a real 3, because we have a 1, 2 pair in the column here. Let me just make sure that's right. Let me go back a second. Right? Why can't these be a 3? Well, because suppose this was a 3, and the logic's going to hold for this exactly the same. Suppose this was a 3, then this is also a 3. Now in one of these grids, I don't know which. It doesn't matter. I can arbitrarily choose which one because I haven't sorted the grids yet at all. Suppose this 3 is the correct one. Well, then this 3 sees 3 cells in the same region. So those all have to be in the same region. And just like I was talking about down here, what do I do with these cells? Well, this cell has to escape this area, so this has to touch blue somehow. Same with these 2. And that's our 6 cells done. But now these are all in the same region, and they all have to be from 1, 2, and 3. So there's only 2 spots for 4, 5, and 6, or alternatively, you can think one of these is just going to have to repeat. It just doesn't work. So you can't put a 3 there or here. And now I get a 1, 2 pair here in the column, which forces this to be a 3. Right, so this one can be a 3, and I still get the triangle. And the reason it works now is because I don't have, I don't have a 1, 2, 3 forced anywhere here. Now this is, well, let's start with this. These are always in the same region. I'll call this the blue side here. And one of them is a 3 that's really a 2, right? So it sees the next cell only and doesn't see the third one. And one of the cells is a true triangle. I'm tempted to just do this now, but I'm going to hold off on that because I don't see what it buys me. Okay, I do see what it buys me actually. So let's start there. So let's call this one the row. So I'm gonna divide the grids now based on this 3. And hope I don't have to, if I worry about it again later, I'll maybe go back. But the reason this is useful is because of this cell here now, right? Because this cell has to be a 1, right? Meaning this region, whatever it is, certainly doesn't go into blue because blue is done. And so whatever this digit is, the kind of correct clue in the arrow in some sense is a 1. But I could put a 2 here, right? And in fact, this can't also be a 1. So this is going to have to be part of blue, right? So suppose this were not blue. Let's say we're orange, or we can keep with pink actually. Then the problem with this being pink is then these are both 1s. And I can't put a digit in here so that these are both 1s. So this has to be part of blue actually, which means this is not blue. Because if it were, this is not blue because that would make this a real 3 and it has to be a 2. Anyway, this is 1 or 2. And this is not blue. That's really wonderful. So let me just, so this cell here is not blue because if it were, this would truly be 3. And I can't put something that's truly 3 with something that's truly 1 in the same arrow clue. Because if I did, there's just no digit I could put there because one of them has to be actually correct, right? Which is why this is 1 or 2, right? This is a 1 or 2. Maybe I didn't say this out loud, it's just in my head. This is a 1 or 2 because the true value is 1. And so either these digits are both a 1, in which case this is a true 1 and this is a 2 masquerading as a 1. Or these are both 2 and this is off by 1 because it only has 1 cell here. And this is a true 2. But either way, there's like a true 1 and a true 2 in here somehow. And so this cannot be a true 3. So this is going to be a different region. And this is going to have to grow out to at least here. Which means, no, I was going to say this couldn't be 3. But this could be a true 3 and this could be a true 2. Okay, I think this has to be blue, right? Because there's no way I can connect the only way to connect blue to here without using this cell is to do it minimally like this. That's 6 cells. But then this is just a lost cell. So that's blue. And then, I have a 1, 2, 3. So this is a real 3. Now the problem, of course, here, is that I don't know which of the, and because I've kind of picked which grid is which by putting stuff down here, I can't do that again up here. I know one of these is a true 3, but I don't know which one. Let's pencil these in now because I think this will be useful. I'm guessing this is going to have to be 3, but I can't quite see why yet. And this is a 4. Because we have a 1, 2, 3 triple, and this has to be at least 4. And these are from 5 and 6. Not because they have to be the same, but each grid kind of independently has a 1, 2, 3, 4 quad taken up in the column. So I get a 5, 6 pair here. And Hmm. These are also from this. No, this can't be. This is a 1-2 pair, I think. Or it's 1-2, which will pair off with a 1-2 in this row. Right? Because I mean, it can't be 3 by Latin square rule. It can't be a 4 because this can't be a true 4 with touch blue. This can't be a true 4 because that's 6 cells here and they're not orthogonally connected. So yeah, this is 1 or 2. And neither of which are. Oh, this could be a true 3 actually. Never mind. Yeah, this could be a true 3. All right. One of these is a true 3. What does that mean? And yeah, I mean, with this one of these is a 1 and one of these is a 2. I'm tempted to delete this coloring and seeing if it works up here to do something. Right, because one of these doesn't grow to here, and the other one does. And the one that does certainly takes this. Takes the corner. Is there any way this isn't a 3? Well, let's think one more step ahead on that. Let's suppose that this is a true. It doesn't matter. One of these, this is a true 1, and this is a true 2. Well, the true 2 goes here, and then has to take this cell. Oh, and then. So does that mean this has to be a 3? No. These could both be the digit 2. And this one could be off by 1, and this could be a true 2. I think. I don't immediately see what's wrong with that. I'm also seeing that, yeah, I think I am going to have to delete down here, this coloring. Because I'm seeing something with this, which is that the way this coloring is going to work is that one of the grids is going to take, say, those 2 cells. And the other one is going to take those 2 cells with, let's say, this orange and let's say this purple. Something like this. But I don't see it. So okay, actually, I'm going to use the 3. I'm going to use the 3 because the true one can't be 4. So I'm going to make these green, and so I know that's true, right? I know that in one of these cases the green extends, and the other one it doesn't. In one of these cases, green takes this cell, and in one of these cases, green takes this cell. Boy. Yeah, in one of these cases, I've got a single cell here, which doesn't meet with this. Oh, that doesn't. So, yeah, in one of the cases, this doesn't go up, and it can't connect to blue in either case. This blue is done, and this blue would conflict. I'd have too many 1s and 2s in blue here. So whichever one goes down, whichever one of these is not green, it could go up 1 cell, but it can't go up 2 cells. Right? It can't go to this. Or can it? Maybe it can. This is confusing. Yeah, I'm going to delete this for a second. Or I'm going to put whites through it to remind myself that I'm doing something. I'm going to extend this for a second. Right, so we have something like this as a split. Now, in this case, this can no longer be green. Because if it were, this would all be green, and I'd have too many 1s, 2s, and 3s in here. So this would have to be a new color, which would have to get out. Yeah, I don't see. Oh, in this case, because this is truly a 1, this can't also truly be 1, so this would have to be green. Yeah, I think this might be helpful. And right, this can't be a true 3, so this is not green. This is not green, which means this one is green. Which means this is not green because I've got 1, 2, and 3 settled. So this has to be purple. Orange has to grow. This is truly a 1. Oh no. This could be orange and this could be green. And this could be pink and it could be like a 1, 2 situation. It's very confusing to see how this works. Is there something about how these 1s and 2s pair off? I'm trying to think through, like, I mean, I don't want to do coloring, region coloring grid, but something like if this were A, then this is B, and this is B. Like, can I? I can't figure out how to connect them here, unless I get green or pink to fall down into there. But I don't think they have to. Huh. Yeah, this could do this either way. Oh, one of these is a true 4. Okay, this is, yeah. One of these is a true 4, and it's not this one. So it's got to be this one. So those end up being green. This has to be a true 3, though, because it can't be 5. So those are all green. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's done. So this has to be purple. Yeah, I think this is right. I think up here is where I was supposed to split the grids. And I'll figure out, I don't quite want to delete these because I'm worried I'll forget exactly the logic I'd done. But I also don't want to keep them because I think it will lead to me making a mistake. Let's do a little bit more that I can. So this cell has to be orange because it can't be green because there'll be too many greens. This still could be green though, but it doesn't have to be. This is a true 2. But that can work on anything. So this is not a true 2. Of course it's not. It's either one, or it's either green in 1 or orange in 3. Yeah. Okay. Which does not help me at all with the digit. It's amazing. It feels like you should be able to get more digit information from that, but you just can't. This can't be green. So one of these is a true 1 and one of these is a true 2. This one's not green. I don't know what color it is, but it's not green because green's full. So this one has to be green, which means that's orange. And now that has to be 3. There we go. And green here is done. Orange has to grow. So these do happen to be the correct way, I think, because, right, I know that orange can't take this cell. It can't go anywhere. So this has to be here. But if it were here, right, if this setup of blue and orange had been down here, orange would just be completely stuck. So I happened to split them the right way, which has prevented me from having to delete these, which is nice. I probably made some kind of mistake that like forced me into this, but I don't know. We'll see. This has to be blue now because it has to be something. It can't connect to green, so it's got to connect down to blue. This purple has to grow. This blue is done. So all 3 of these are done. So this is some other color. Let's call it orange again, I guess, because whoops. That's not going to touch over here. So I've got 4, and I can't touch down to purple. I mean, they could touch each other, I think, but they're not going to connect. So this is 5 or 6, so it's not 1, 2, or 3 by region, or 4 by sudoku. See, this one could be 1 or 2. I have to be careful. I'm tempted to put the same digits everywhere, but that's only on arrows. I'd be shocked if I didn't make a mistake about that before this puzzle is over. Could this truly be a 3? I think so. This would be 3, and this would be 2. I think that's possible. Oh, but now I can do more with this A. So let's actually do that. Let's start labeling these. So we'll call this A, this B by sudoku. Oops. So many misclicks. Okay, call this B. Whoops. Then by region, this is an A, so this is a B, and this is B by sudoku. Does that help? No. Okay. These are from 4. Oh, this is 5 or 6 just by region. So one of these is a 4, and by arrow, that means one of these is a 4. Oh, and also this is also 5 or 6 by region. But here I get it in the column, so that's helpful. So this is actually a 4 in the left grid, because it's not 1, 2, 3, 5, or 6. So that's a 4. This is now a 1, 2 pair. And there's got to be a 4 here somewhere with this cell. Let's start labeling these too, I think. So I call this one C and this one D. That's D. These are both between 4 and C. This is C, so this is D in the orange grid, because A, B, C, 3, 4 are taken. So this is also between 4 and C. I don't know if this is A or B. I don't know how that splits. One of the, no, I was gonna say one of those has to be a 4, but that's not true. I could put a 4 here and here. Yeah. So I guess this is also a 4C pair because they're on arrows. And this is 3 or A. Well, one of these is 4. That because these actually look like they must be quite big. I bet it's gonna have to be this one. How would this be a 4? Well, actually, I suppose orange could do something like this. Like this. And then suddenly we're actually worried about how do I make this big enough? And this would actually be a 4. Okay. I don't think that's it. So this is a true, yeah, this is a true 1 or 2. This is a true 1, 2, or 3. That's not helpful at all in terms of this digit. Oh, we get A and B here. How did I not see that? This is A, this is B. So this is 3 or A, which is the same as that, but they don't. These cells don't really see each other, so that's not very helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, this grows. This grows, so, and that's the end of blue. But now orange grows, and that's the end of orange. I'm going to start penning these off to remember that I have finished them. And I might as well start another region here. Let's call it yellow. So this is a true 2. So this is a true 1 or 3. Either of which is very possible. This cell is this cell. What kind of irregular sudoku logic? Like, where does this cell go in row 6? It can't go any of the other oranges, so it has to go here. And in blue, it goes here. Actually, maybe there's something to do with that. Because this is 4, 5, or 6. Oh, this cell is not 5 or 6. Or 3 or B, but it could still be A. So it's A or 4. One of these is a 3, because I need a 3 in orange. I've got a bunch of 3s looking in here. My other 3s, oh yeah, I have a 3 here, and then here. Yeah. Okay. This is not A or B or 3. Sorry, I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to do here. Let's think about A's for a second. No, it's too big. Too many choices. Maybe I can get rid of this as a 3 possibility, because that would actually solve a bunch of 3s here. So what happens if this is a 3? And clearly these are all the same. It doesn't mean they're purple, though. Well, actually, I would get 3s like this, because if this is a 3, Oh, no, 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 no. I'm wrong. I was thinking 3 had to be here and therefore not here, but that was in this world. In my head. Okay. Maybe I do have to think about these. Actually, can this just not be 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is actually 4 or 5, which is a little more helpful to me than 4 or C, I think. So this takes between 3 and 5 of those. It certainly doesn't take 5 because I would need to do that and that would be too big. So this takes 3 or 4 of these. I mean, can I say these are different? That would be huge if I could. But I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Right, because this cell can't be 3. It's gonna be bigger than 3. So this has to take at least 3. Yeah, this has to take at least 3 of these cells, right? So, because the digit's at least 4. Now, suppose then it takes this cell. What's the problem with that? Well, the problem is it has to take more. Now, one thing you could say is, well, what if it just takes orange? Well, sorry, let's start with the problem. The problem is, well, if it goes here, it's got to take this to connect to it. If it doesn't connect it, then we've got a problem where this has to get out. It's not part of anything. So we get this. But we've got to take one of these 3. Well, if I take this one and not orange, that's going to break the orange region because it's got to be size 6 and it can't grow past this other region. So we said, well, what if it just takes, oh, yeah, but this is what it does. It could just take orange like that. Yeah, no, that's suddenly 3 and we're done. I was thinking it couldn't take orange because it couldn't take everything, but it can take it like that. Oof. Okay. Hmm. All right, new plan. um, hmm. Hold on, could this can't take 5 either. Oh wait, I think none of these can be 5. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Right, this one can't be a true 5. Because if it's a true 5, it takes all of these, all 5 of those, and it has to take, since it takes this orange, it has to take this orange. But then that's 6 cells, it can't grow anymore to take this one. So this can't be a true 5. But this can't be a true 5 either. Because if this is a true 5, now purple can't grow into this because it'll be too big. So it's got to grow to there, but then it can't go any further. So actually neither of these can be a true 5. So these are 4s. And that's just a C, whatever that is. Let's stick with corner marking here. Since neither of them can be a true 5, one is a true 4 and one's a true 3. But I think those are quite easy to do. Okay. Ooh. So one of these has to be connected here, because for this cell, they can't both be true ones. So one of them has to grow to here. If it's this one, that settles this whole region. This becomes a true 4. That actually seems quite all right. Oh no, it's not. It's not okay. So the reason it's not okay, yes, okay. These are going to be connected because this cannot be a triangle. What? If this is a triangle, if this is a triangle, right? And that's a way of saying this can't be a 3. Because if this is a 3, you'll see the problem in a second. If this is a true 3, well, this can't be a true 3 because a 3 in this corner here has to make this triangle shape. Well, it makes this triangle, and then these 3 cells have to fill it in to complete the region because they have to go somewhere, so they have to get out to that boundary. And then since this touches purple, that's too big. But this can't be a triangle because look what happens. This is a 4, this is C. So what's this? It has to be D, but we have a D here. Because if this is a triangle, these are all the same region. This couldn't be 4 or C. It'd have to be D. And that doesn't work. So this is not a triangle. And now I've forgotten why. Well, I see here I've got kind of X-wing on 3s, which gives me this 3. But there was something going on here that actually led me to that conclusion. Is that these can't be the same. Because if they are, then orange is going to have to be part of it. And that makes the triangle. So these are not the same, meaning these are the same, and they're not pink. So, but they could be yellow. I have to be careful how I mark this. I'm going to mark this as gray because I don't know if it's yellow or not, but they are the same. And therefore, these are different. And this can't be orange because this is not. If this is orange, this is not. So orange will have to connect like this. This could take at most 2, so that doesn't work. So this isn't orange. This is a new color, which I'm also going to call gray because I don't know if it's purple. Oh, right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's not purple though. Hold on. I think I can label it because it's not purple. All right, it's definitely not orange. We just decided. It's not any of these full ones, and it's not purple because if it were purple, how would I connect them? I would end up cutting something off, right? If I tried to connect purple, right? Because to connect to purple, I have to use at least 3, and that's going to complete the group. So no matter what I do, that's going to cut off orange. That's going to cut off this cell, right? That's going to cut off these 2 cells. That's going to cut off these 4, I guess, or this is too big, right? So this is not purple. This is a new color, which I'll call red. And is the letter A. So that gives me a 4 here now. It's A because it's 1 or 2 and not B. So that's now a 4. This has to be pretty, I mean, is there any way this isn't gray? No, this has to be gray because otherwise it's only 2. So this is gray. And similarly, this has to be red, otherwise it's only 3. So that's red. I don't think this has to be red, though. Well, orange has to get out, right? Because orange is not red, that makes the triangle. Orange has to get out, so that's orange. And now, 1, 2, I could take, oh, and orange has to keep going. Yeah, okay. Red has to grow. 2, 3, 4. Oh, we have all the colors now. So all 6, so let's change this orange from orange to something so I realize we have 6 different things. Let's make that yellow, I suppose. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have all 6 colors now. So every single cell has to match to a color. But I don't think that helps, actually. Somewhat frustratingly. Okay, this cell, I was going to say is D, but I don't think it actually has. Oh, it does because this is C. Okay, so this is D. D in blue now has to go here on the right side. And then what? This has B, D. So this is an AC pair. So I should know what this is, right? This is B, which is the same as here. Can I do anything with B's now? No. Okay. This has 2. This has 2. So if this is the true 4, then this is all yellow. Well, this is not a 4. That's a C. I need a 3 in here. 3 in here. Where is red getting its 3? Right, where is red getting its 3? I guess it could be from here. Right, so I have these 3 3s. One of which goes to red, one of which goes to yellow, and one of which goes to purple. Yeah, this could be purples, and yellows could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah, that could work. Okay. Oh, actually, this doesn't work because then this is too long, which it can't be because this one's too long. 2 TWO, not TOO. Right, so none of the arrows have the same true number between cells because one is correct and one's off by 1. Right, so these are both 3, but the length in its region of this arrow is 3, and the length of this region of its arrow is 2. So if this one is 2, so this one can't be. The digit could be 2, but the length here is not 2. And if this is yellow's 3, right, if this is yellow's 3, then it can only grow exactly like that. But that leaves all of this to be purple. So this is not yellow's 3. So one of these, yellow's 3 is up here. So red's 3 is one of these. And purple's 3 is, I suppose, one of these. I think I can say that this is red. Right, because I can't, oh no, you could do this. That's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it just barely works. Okay. All right, let's go back to see if there's any sudoku I'm missing here. This can't be red. Maybe I should color the cells what they could be like, because this couldn't be red. This couldn't be red. Oh, maybe it could be red actually. Yeah, this could be anything. This could be anything. Obviously, that's yellow or red. This has to be purple actually, because this can't reach yellow for sure, and that can't reach red either. So this one's purple. So so this is not purple. Oh no, this could all be purple. So either purple stops here and doesn't go to this, in which case this is red. That's yellow. I don't know how the rest is split. Or this grows. I get one more of these. Okay, sorry, I'm not seeing what I need to see. Maybe I can do, is there any way gray is yellow? If I could force them separate, that would be nice. So if they're the same, I've got to connect like this. And that's it. This becomes a 4, the purple 4. And this becomes a new region. That seems totally fine. Oh, look at this. Orange, where's 4 in row 1? It's not here. It's gotta be here, which makes this, whoops. This, yeah, it's not here or here by orange. So that has to be B. That's all that's left here. So this now can no longer be yellow because it's a 4. So that's red. Which gets rid of something, right? This can no longer be red because it's too far away. It can't be yellow because it's too far away. So it'll be purple, and purple can't be too long. So this is all purple. Now purple's 3 is down here. Yellow's 3 is here. Red's 3 is one of these. So that's not a 3. And this it doesn't have to be the red 3, but this has to be red because if it's purple, oh no, that does work. Yeah, I can do this. Sorry. What do we need here? B, D, and 3. So these 3 cells are B, D, and 3. B and D are taken. So that's a 3. That's going to finish these 3s. This has to be the yellow 3. This is the red 3. And I still don't know which way those connect, actually. This now can no longer be a 3 because it's the same as this. So we get a 3 here and here. This is now A, therefore. Whoops. A, B, C. These are 4 and D. 4 looks here. So that's D. That's a 4, which means that's a C. That's a 4. That's a C. A, B, 3, 4, C. We need a D. It could be this one, or it could be this, because this is also a D. Which means that's a B. I probably can figure that out. What do I have left here? A and D. So this is essentially done. I guess I know these. A, D, B, 3. We need 4 and C. Which means, and these are the same. So actually these are all from 4C. So I should know this. A, B, C. This has to be D as well. A lot of these digits that are off arrows end up being the same. But some crucial ones clearly are different. A3D. We need BC4. This is C or 4. This is B or C. BC or 4. Not helpful. Okay. Actually, this can no longer be gray. Because if this is gray, then this obviously has to be gray because it can't be on its own. So this all becomes gray. Now the problem with that is, oh no, that's the right way. Sorry, in my head this had to be. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's right. So if this is all gray, then 4 and C are both gone from those grays, and so 4 and C both go here, which doesn't work. So this ends up having to be purple. This cannot be yellow, and it can't be purple because there's already 3. Well, it can't reach purple also. So this, I mean, it could be the new color is the problem. A is 2 because the one that's off by 1 is 3. So actually all the A's are 2. How do I highlight the A's? Yeah, all those A's are now 2s, and all those B's are now 1s. Oops, I want to be on this when I do the highlighting, when I do the entering, which hopefully should help me visualize what's happening here. This is clearly a D. It's all that's left in the row. 3, 4, D. B's are 2, right? Ah, and since B's are 2, that B here, so that's not a 2. So that's a 2. So this can't be gray anymore because 4 and C again are taken. So that's purple. Is that right? We get a thing like that. This needs to get a third one. So that's gray. That's gray. Which means it's not yellow anymore. So now let's actually change the color to red. Now that I know it's distinct from yellow. One of these is my last red growth. So these are both yellow. Oh no, I messed up something. Oh shoot. Okay, what did I mess up? Oh, the 2. Is it because B is 1? Is it just that? Yeah, I put a 2 here when it certainly shouldn't be a 2. Yeah, let's just try that and see if that was the only mistake. This C, I mean, yeah, that's a 4. That's a 1, C, 4. This has 3, so this has to take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are all gray. Purple has to grow. Gray has to connect here. So this is all yellow. I think now that's right. That at least works. Right, this is all filled in. What do I left here? This is D. This is 1, 2, C. That's C. 2, 1. So that's A. And A, what do we say A was? A must be 2. So that's C. Makes this 4. That's C. How do I distinguish C and D? And how do I finish this? This 2 has to be yellow because it's not red. It's not purple. Red's got to grow to here. So this is purple. Okay, so we've got everything done now except for what is 5 and what is 6. And it's got to be this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this has to be, yeah, and a true 5 and a 4. So C is 5. And then D is 6. Oops. D is 6. Ah. And it's not going to tell me if I'm right because there's no solution check. Which is probably why this counter is not working. But I don't know. It's a cool puzzle. I'm going to check I don't know how I'm going to check if that's right, but I'm going to check somehow to see if that's right. And if it is, I'll post it up. And if you're seeing this, I did that and it worked. So thank you for watching. Thank you for setting this. And thanks, Christian Ray, for the recommendation. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye.